Hey everyone, John Henry here, slingshotfutures.com, and welcome to the Daily Market Mindset, where we take a look at the psychology behind the moves today so we can understand tomorrow. And today we're taking a look at a different one again, digging back into the cryptocurrencies, because the movement is just, it's way too good to ignore right now. The movement is phenomenal on markets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of the big players in the cryptocurrency markets. Man, they've had some serious movement. Now, looking at Bitcoin today, which is the one that we are taking a peek at, we're looking at the BTCUSD on a 5-minute chart with a very nice move to the upside. Now, depending on when you come in, remember, this is a 24/7 market. It's always open. So depending on when you come in, usually I'll look at Bitcoin right when I wake up to see what's going on, and then I'll look at it a little bit later in the afternoon on like a 60-minute chart, something like that, and kind of go from there and take, a look at some of the longer-term trades. Now, a couple of the setups that really kind of struck a chord today was on the 60-minute chart, we had a big dip lower into huge support. And from there, it ripped higher. I mean, the buyers held nothing back, just slammed the market up, and then we went into a little bit of a range. Once that range broke out, they tried using it as support, failed to get higher, dipped back in. All they did was manage to find that base area of support once again off of some of the moving average cluster support, and got a nice bounce once again. Now, the overall movement to the upside, the reason why I like this buy area is, well, there's several reasons. First of all, we're using the moving averages to our advantage as an area of support. We're also using an area of support and resistance that missed the test on the bottom. That miss of the test, if we look down, also had a divergence showing that the buyers had at least a little bit of juice in their tanks, and that was also after a bearish exhaustion failure. So everything lining up to the upside, pointing out that the buyers are likely going to keep this train going. And on the 60-minute chart, it goes with the overall trend as well. Everything is lined up for a beautiful rally to the upside. Now, after that rally really kicked off, they stalled out a little bit here, and this is something that you will see from time to time on cryptocurrencies because they don't have liquidity providers. It's just traders like you and I. It'll get stuck when it hits a big order, and it can get stuck there for a while. You can see it hits the top and it gets stuck right there. And very likely the reason behind that was there was a large seller waiting there who was selling out of positions. Now, when they sell out of positions, doesn't necessarily mean that the move is done, but we need to wait for that order to fill or get out of the way. The common, analogy that we use in the room, and pardon my Picasso artwork here, but we look at it in the form of a door, right? We have the door sitting right here, and you as a trader are sitting here trying to push on that door, right? You're leaning on the door, you're giving it all you've got, but on the other side, you've got someone that's bigger in the way. Right? They're holding the door shut, and once they get out of the way, that door swings open and you fall right through it, and that's exactly what happened. They get a little bit of a trap on the lows, buyers dig in, that seller gets out of the way, and the market rockets to the upside while that seller is now gone. So the liquidity shifts, and all of a sudden now we're racing back to the highs again, and that's a beautiful buying opportunity right there with the understanding that that seller was getting out of the way. Now, as we go forward, we have another one of those. We have a big flat top right here, likely a big seller in the way once again, looking to take some profit, more likely than anything else. We have a quick dip down and an immediate pop right back up. That is a quick cycle to oversold as well on the stochastic, right off of the moving average in a very strong bull trend rallying higher. Everything is pointing to the upside, and once again, once that door gets out of the way, we go off to the races back to the upside. And we're actually setting up a very similar situation right now with obviously there's an arrow right here. We haven't gotten the move yet, but we're pinning on that 1800 level. Now, once that 1800 level is out of the way, likely we're going to get another pop to the upside. So if you're not into cryptocurrencies right now, I would at least urge you to take a look, because man, this thing is absolutely bonkers. We're pushing into 1800s, and if you haven't been paying attention, that's about $300 to $400 more than a couple weeks ago, right? And yeah, you heard that right, a couple weeks ago. Bitcoin is just on a massive tear to the upside, and definitely something to keep your eyes on. So that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you learned something, hopefully you found it interesting, maybe a little bit entertaining, and we'll see you next time.